What's up, YouTube? Erod212 here with another haul video. So, this haul is going to consist of my last, about 2 weeks ago, I went to Clifton Comic Show, and they were having their last show for the year, and it was a great show. I tell you, there were just some deals to be made there. Guys were really generous with their pricing. It had a great old school vibe to it. Got to see Tony Toad from YouTube. Jimmy C was also there. A bunch of the vendors that I've gotten to know from going to the cons continuously. So just a great time and great deals to be had. I mean, I'll show you what I got. Let me know what you guys think. But so I hit the first vendor, and this is the guy I usually go to and buy books from. Super friendly guy, you know, knowledgeable, but very fair. Very fair. He's not trying to get top dollar for every book. He works out some really good deals. I mean, I was talking to him. He had purchased one collection alone was 100 long boxes. So you can imagine how many collections this guy's buying. But he had these books all together. So picked up New Mutants 87, second print. New 52, week 12, the ISIS cover. ISIS rumored to be in the Black Adam movie. Thor number 8, great cover. I believe this is the first time Jane Foster reveals herself to be Thor. X-Men 191. I believe that's the first Nimrod. He had 2 copies, so I took that. One. And then the last 2 books were the better books. Book that's starting to pick up some heat. This book is definitely a possible 9698 candidate. That's why I grabbed it. But First Boost to Gold. I have a couple of these. That book is going to spike somewhere along the line. And then I couldn't pass this up because this book was just beautiful. It was really clean. I'm thinking between like a 6.0 maybe-ish, in that range, after pressing and everything. But Fantastic Four number 27, great Jack Kirby cover there with Submariner, and Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange on the cover also. So that's the first vendor, so you can see how it's going. And I tell you how cool he is. He actually pointed out a vendor who doesn't come to these shows too often and brings big inventory. He comes maybe once or twice a year. And I mean, the dealers were buying from this guy. So, you know, it's got to be a lot of good books there. So this is what I got from this guy. I picked this up here. Silver Surfer number 35. Black Panther number 1. John Romita cover. Black Panther number 2. First appearance of Suri. This is a book I took the wrong book, but this is the collected edition for this, not the original. Giant size Spider-Man and Master of Kung Fu for number 2. And this has a lot of pressable stuff there too, really nice. I'll grab these every time I see them at a decent price. So Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 21. It's the wedding issue, and that was the newsstand, and here's the direct edition one. Amazing Spider-Man number 130. Very nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 123. One of my favorite Romita covers. Just love the action on this, the way he drew Luke Cage. And this run 121, well, actually 119, 120, 21, 122. 123, just some great, actually 124 also, because you're going into Man-Thing. 125, those are all great covers. 147, very nice copy of 105, and probably a 96, 98 copy of Secret Wars number 8. Got these for a very affordable price. There's no complaints at all. Like I said, this guy, another gentleman. These guys, they're not just comic dealers. I mean, they're just regular guys who love comic books and love guys who sit there and talk with them. And they'll talk comic books with you all day. It's very cool. I think this was one of my steals. I did well on this. This guy had this as a VG, and there's no way. I already pressed and cleaned it. There's no way. It's probably like a 6.0, which makes it a fine, in my opinion. Lower, maybe a 5.5, 6.0, but Amazing Spider-Man number 135, second appearance of the Punisher. So, nice book. And this is one of those books, if you can't afford the first appearance, this is an affordable second appearance. He's on the cover and everything. But yeah, it's still a nice, I say underrated book at this point. Hit the last vendor I hit there. Oh, I'm sorry. The vendor before this, the guy who got the Secret Wars, I purchased my books, and then I was looking on his wall, and I asked him about a book. I asked him a price, and he was giving me a fair price. So I picked up Amazing Spider-Man 252 and 9.6 CBCS. Really affordable. I could not complain about this book at all. This book, I think, might have a shot at a 9.8. I'm going to crack it out and see. Even if it stays a 9.6, it's a win for me. But happy to get that. Just a nice book to get. And then the last two books, I found 123 again, but this is a high grade one. Really high grade. 8.0s minimum on this book, man. This book is clean. Clean. Look really nice. Has a spine roll and a tick there that probably presses out. Could use a little bit of cleaning, you know, but nothing that can't be fixed. And the last book I picked up there at that con was Justice League number 29. I believe this is First Justice Society of America. It's an early one. And there's a lot of talk about Justice Society of America becoming the future of the DC universe once they start building it up a little bit, little by little. So lower grade. This is probably like a 4.0 copy of it, but nice cover. From Big Lion Cats auctions at the Lion's Den. Game Swappers had some books, and I picked up a low grade but well presenting, because the cover presents really nice. Fantastic Four number 48. First appearance of Silver Surfer. First appearance of the Watcher. So very nice. Fair price. That's the best I could say. It was a fair price. If that book gets a one bump up, it becomes a great investment. And then I got a CGC haul back. So let me show you. I got this stack of CGC books here back. This was that last I spoke about it in my last haul video. I had gotten some books back that I had sent out to get graded. Now I'm just waiting on my Todd McFarlane books, and I'm going to be sending out a modern order with a couple other guys, and then I have some more high-end books. Probably that Fantastic Four 48 is going to get graded, just to see if it comes back a 1.5 or a 1.8. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to hit it, because it has some issues on the inside, and it wasn't rat shoes like everybody thought. Somebody actually took like a hole puncher and was punching holes on the top of the book. They're all uniform holes that go straight through perfectly clean. And goes to show you what happened. You know, these books weren't what they are now. So, first book I got back was X-Men 101 in a 7.0. First appearance of Phoenix. Happy with that. Shockingly, this is the highest grade one I have. I have another one. It's a 5.5. So I'm probably going to let that one go somewhere along the line. Another book that'll be up for sale is Amazing Spider-Man number 121. Death of Gwen Stacy. Iconic book there. Iconic John Romita cover. 8.0. Happy with that grade. Very happy with that grade. Traded a couple books at New York. Traded a book at New York Comic Con. I traded an Amazing Spider-Man number 13 for a couple of books. This being one of them. Fantastic Four number 45, First Inhumans 7.0. That's a nice grade, man. This is a clean book. Really nice, you know. Has a little bit of issues with the spine, but other than that, and some darker tanning to the back cover, you know. This is a clean book. Off-white to white pages interior. I like it. I like it a lot, you know. Here's a book that I've been specking on for a while. I mean, you know, all the guys that were on YouTube 4 years back were all buying this book up. You know, myself, TiVo, and a couple other guys were buying this book up, you know, as cheap as possible. So I was getting this book in like the $80 range. No longer the case, but Special Marvel Edition number 15. First appearance of Shang-Chi, 7.5. Great cover. Great cover, man. I mean, look at that. Jim Starlin work on this also. You know, Steve Englehart and Al Milgrom. So I thought it was time to get that graded. I actually had another one. Got that graded, and that one came back in 8.5. So ecstatic. You know, almost a $500 book right now. About $500 for an 8.5. It's crazy what the prices on this book have gone through just with the movie announcement. This movie's about 2 years away. So imagine once we see, you know, a trailer for this. Whew, book is going to be fire. I have an 8.0 signed by Starlin. And Roy Thomas was the editor on these books. And I have another one now that I'm going to send out now that I've picked up. I bought off of Very Gary at New York Comic Con. Next book I won in a raffle on Instagram, so it's a $20 investment, but it came back at $3.5. It's a raw copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 129, First Punisher. Still you know, a pricey book. This book is probably going to get raffled off, so if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I run raffles on Instagram. Been putting up some decent books up there. We just raffled off. I just raffled off an FF49. Probably gonna raffle off one of those the 7.5 on the first Shang-Chi next, and then that Amazing Spider-Man will be there. I'm trying to put quality books out there so that people get the opportunity to win keys. If I can get the keys at a decent price where I can make a little bit of profit to buy my own books, then I'll always pass it along. I know the winner of the Fantastic Four book had only 2 spots, so he won FF49 and a 4.0 for $20. Can't beat that. You know, it's all a gamble. This was another book that I was part of the trade for the Amazing Spider-Man 13, but it's Fantastic Four Annual number 6. Came back at 7.0. You know, it's just a square bound. These square bounds are tough, and look at that spine. That spine is real tight. This was really nice. I liked it. It had its issues there that I already knew about. An indentation there, a little color rub on the side, you know, along the spine, a little bit of wear. Typical with a 7.0, but it pressed out pretty well. You know, and, you know, first Annihilus, and, you know, everybody's first Annihilus. I'm all about being the first Franklin Richards, because I think Franklin Richards could be a force to be reckoned with in the Marvel Universe. If they put him and Valeria in there, and I've said this before, interesting. And then the last book I had purchased off of Instagram maybe 2 years ago. And I got a grade bump on it. I was happy from what the seller told me. I was pretty much on the money with this. But another book that's hot. I didn't have it. I would like to get a higher grade. Eventually I'll get a higher grade and I'll let this one go. That's kind of been my focus now. Just get higher grades, let the lower grade go, and keep my higher grade books. Build up the collection that way. Marvel Spotlight number 5. First appearance of the Ghost Rider. Awesome book, you know. Can't beat that. 5.0, you know. Johnny Blaze in its glory. First appearance of Roxanne Simpson. Just to kill a book. So that's the haul there. Those were the last of the CGC books that I picked up, so I was real happy to get those. I actually bought a nice little book today, but that'll be in my haul probably for the new year. Just want to wish everybody a happy holidays, and appreciate the support. About 950 42 subs right now. So I'm closing in on that 1,000 mark. Hope to hit that 1,000 mark by next year sometime early. I'm probably gonna, when I hit 950, I'm probably gonna do another contest. Try and see if we can get up to that 1,000 mark. And you know, as usual, please hit the thumbs up on this if you like it. Hit the like. Leave comments. I'll answer your comments. I enjoy that probably the most out of all of this stuff. Just the interaction is what makes this hobby so great. I'll probably be doing a live feed. I know I haven't done a live feed in a while. It's just work has been hectic. So I'm trying to still pump out some quantity, you know, some content out there to you guys. Keep in contact with everybody here. Check out the New York Warriors. They had Steve Borak on yesterday, so catch them on the rewind. And they got their affordable auction tonight. So always good time there. Manny and the guys, you know, Biggie's and Marky and Jeff and Mike, and whatever special guests they've had. You know, they've had Amazing Murphinator. They've had a bunch of people, Archangel, everybody. You know, it's one of the auctions to go to. It's the first one that became the weekly thing besides Great Legends that, you know, consistently people came there for good books. But besides the good books, you get a lot of laughs there, man, because we are who we are. We keep it real. But that's it. Until my next haul, peace.